Okay. So I think we are live now, and this is the second AMA session that I'm hosting. So let's see if everything is working fine. Okay, okay. I think I'm audible and visible properly. Perfect. So I don't know. I'm just testing this streaming session. Last session we made a live where I think around 500 odd people watched the session. So today we are going back on live to see how things are working. We'll get started when, if, when or if there are people joining. Otherwise, since this will be on YouTube, I'll be going through some of the content which I have made, which is how does one start their own personal brand. So that is something which I have been really interested in since the last I don't know what 4 months, 5 months. I've been very interested in this particular thing. How does one start their own personal brand? That is one of the things which I started on YouTube over here. So this is where I want to really document my journey of how I'm progressing into the world of business. And this is a live session, by the way, so that is the reason I will have no cuts in this. I'll be straightforward, uncut explaining how am I doing this. So, how does one start their own YouTube channel, or how does one start their own Instagram, um, or just any on any platform, their LinkedIn, etc. So the first thing is you should know really who you are because I have seen so many people on YouTube try it out. I myself have tried out YouTube so many times, and by the way, there are two people watching. See, look, what I'm doing right now is I am just recording um, how to start a YouTube channel as well as an Instagram account or something like that, how to do a personal brand basically. And along with that, if somebody has questions, I'll keep answering related to CAT, PMB, etc. But what I'm doing essentially is trying to record and give or share some knowledge about what I learned starting this particular YouTube channel about personal branding. Okay, so how does personal branding work? The first thing is understanding who we are as a person. What I've noticed is a lot of people, if you see, there are people who try to overact, quote unquote, on YouTube because they themselves do not have a great personality worth showing, worth being interested in. So they try to overact and look very interesting. They try to do stuff which looks like, okay, um, questionable stuff on YouTube, which I won't name, but I don't subscribe to that. I really feel that if you have to have a strong personal brand with trust, you need to basically show yourself on YouTube. If you see my videos and if you see me on live, I'm the same person. Okay, I'm the same person on videos and my life. So that is what you need to have if you want to start a YouTube channel. These are very core insights, okay, which I learned through trying to start, I don't know what, 4 or 5 YouTube channels. I've failed 4 times. This is the fifth time I've started a YouTube channel and it's working this time because I've figured out a few things. This was the first one. Second, when we start YouTube videos, we must go directly into the content and it should match with the expectations that we are setting on YouTube, or for that matter, even in Instagram, it should match. The expectations that we set for the account has to be matched. So, for example, on this account, I'm trying to document my journey into the business world, and along with that, I'm teaching or sharing what I learn on the way. So that is something that I've mentioned again and again on this channel, and people keep coming back to listen to my story because they know what to expect from me. Okay, so that is one more thing. Okay, Sahil has put a comment here. Sure, congratulations for I'm there for. Thank you, Sahil. Thank you so much. I'm really excited to go there. By the way, a month away right now. I think today is the 21st. I am leaving Pune where I live on the 19th, and I'll be going to Jaipur first. I'll be traveling there for a day. Then Udaipur, I'll be traveling there for another day, and then I'll be um, going to IIM Udaipur. So that is something. Anyways, coming back. So where were we? The second thing was okay. Sahil is putting on the comment. Do share your insights after joining. Oh, definitely, Sahil. That is something which I wish to do as well because I personally feel there's so less content. People keep saying there's so much content on MBA students on YouTube. So many people doing YouTube channels in this MBA world, but I still feel there's what do we say? It's not enough. Okay, because even after so many people are there on YouTube doing MBA content, why are we still confused as students to which as to which college to join? So that's why I feel that there needs to be more content. Even if I go to IIM Udaipur, there should be more and more content about IIM Udaipur, so that people really know about the college at a level where they can decide properly. So I'll be making a lot of content on that college once I reach there. So that's second. Coming back to the YouTube channel, okay. The first thing was knowing yourself. Second is setting the expectations right, so people know exactly what to expect from you. That's second. Third is graphics. I think graphics and how to present yourself comes with practice. I personally have practiced a lot of speaking alone in front of the camera, and that is the reason right now I am able to sort of I'm able to speak in front of the camera in a presentable manner. And this is something which only comes with practice, I feel. So this has to be done by anybody who's trying to start their own personal brand online specifically. If you're a blogger, if you're writing, then that's completely okay. Gaurav plays. Congratulations for converting Udaipur. Thank you so much, Gaurav. Thank you so much. So that's the third thing. Okay, that how to present yourself comes with practice. Fourth is thumbnails. Thumbnails are really, really important. If you're on YouTube and you notice the thumbnails of people, you'll see my channel has one of, I'm not bragging here, but my channel has one of the best thumbnails in my domain. The reason is I've been into marketing and advertising for a long time. So I've been hands-on into designing stuff. That's the reason I'm able to make thumbnails that look good. Okay. But the more coming to perform well in GDPR 2026. Very easy. The first thing is you need to know the current affairs, be aware of the current affairs. Okay. It's very, very important. They ask questions from there. Second is understand how to present yourself, how to stay cool inside the arena. Because I've noticed a lot of people go to their personal interview and then they start sweating profusely because they will try to grill you there. It's their work to grill you there. They try to look at you in a way that will make you feel that they are not interested at all in what you have to say, but they are listening very closely. That is what we say. It's an illusion that they're trying to create. So just practice being cool and answering in a very calm, composed manner. These are two things that are needed, nothing more. Okay. With respect to GD, know the various ways in which you can interject in GDs. How do you interject a boy versus a girl? You should know all of these. Where to get that? Your coaching institute will tell you that very easily. Mira, as a fresher preparing for CAT 25, can you tell me how can I build my profile right now? Any certifications or courses, the competitions that actually matter and make my profile look good? Well, you don't concentrate on this right now. See, I'll tell you this. I have only 1 year of experience, so I cannot relate very easily to this. But I'll tell you this much. To my knowledge, what I've understood is skills matter more. So in your profile, if you put Excel, for example, as a skill, that is something that will be counted. You don't need to put something else. But I've asked some IIM Udaipur seniors, and they have told me there are some certifications that do help. So I can't name them; it's not coming on top of mind. But there are some of them that, for example, there's a management consulting course by Coursera, which is important, and you can try and do that. Or second is there is a pre-MBA business statistics course, which is very, very famous. If you just Google it, you'll find it. Okay, it's by IIM Ahmedabad, so you'll find it there. And there's a data analysis for business problem solving. This is another course. So if you just Google this, okay, go back, pull the seek of this live video back, hear the words back, and just Google it. Okay, you'll find the right courses. Sometimes they grill, sometimes they have fun. Oh, really? They have a lot of fun. Okay, the interviews. I personally would love to be in interviews. They have so much fun with us. The we as students don't have fun at all. Okay, in one of the interviews is what happened was there was a interviewer who asked me some questions on basically I'll tell you the scenario. He was not letting me answer. Okay, he was asking questions after questions after questions. He was not letting me answer, and I just suddenly said, "Look, I understand that you're trying to grill me, but please let me know which question do you want me to answer." And that interview he burst out laughing. Okay? So then he said, "Okay, answer this one." I said, "Okay, I'll answer this." So then I answered the right questions. But that is something that they're deliberately trying to do. He just burst out laughing the moment I caught him in the act. Then, can we ask questions about academic profile? Can we ask questions about academic profile? What do you mean? If can you ask me? Definitely, you can ask me. No problem. Mira, thanks a lot. No problem, Mira. Shivam Goal at S. You were trying to say something but couldn't. No problem. Uh, Let me switch to live chat. Okay. Please suggest the cheapest cat mock series. I think either Cat King or Cat to CT Mentors. They have the cheapest mock series. That is to my knowledge. Okay, you can check them out. Please. In my case, they had rapid fire questions. Once you answer, then they ask something out of the box on the same topic. Oh yes, same in my case, Gaurav. Same in my case. I felt watching you is like watching me right from being fit to getting into B school for understanding code use knowledge and working for a few years and starting something my own. That's exactly my story. Nice, nice. See, I'll tell you, I'm very glad that there are people like me because I personally have had always I always had this feeling that probably this is very unique to me. But then once I started this YouTube channel, I understood that there are a lot of people who are trying to grow in their lives and are actually trying to be a better themselves. So I just love this fact that we can sit together and talk about growth on a channel. What is the most effective? Come on, change your channel name, man. What is the most effective step-by-step strategy for a below average student to go from basics to 100 percentile in CAT 2025 starting from scratch? The most effective strategy is to start from scratch, is to just get started. Wherever you face issues, either Google it, go on YouTube, you'll find lectures there. This is the biggest strategy, okay? Do the best you can, work at all times whenever you have time, take breaks when you feel lost, and when you don't understand something, just Google it, go to a YouTube channel or something, you'll just find the solutions to it. It's always there. Solutions are always there. And if it's not there on YouTube nowadays, you have ChatGPT. That is genuinely the best solution. People say there are so many different kinds of strategies people have, but this is the best solution. Um, okay, where was I? I recently CFA level one. Pretty sure I will pass. Should I prep for CFA level two or CAT exam? Shubham, I have no knowledge about CFA. I'm very sorry. I cannot compare both of them and give you a direction. Targeting CAT 2025. Let's see where I would end. You'll end in the top B schools. Don't say let's see. You'll end in the top B schools. Focus on that. Just don't say anything else. Focus on that. Shubham Goel. I heard from students at B schools that finance roles are offered mostly to CAs and all. That is true. Shubham, that is true. I also talked to some seniors and they particularly mentioned that if somebody wants to go to finance, just an MBA wouldn't suffice. If you want to go into the good roles offered in finance, you have to have a CA or something else. Joshua, what exam day. Joshua, I have where I've mentioned in detail what my strategy was. If I have to sit here and tell you the strategy, I think I might miss some things. So I would suggest that you go to my channel and watch that video. It's written in the video itself that it's the strategy that you need to use for your CAT exam. Just watch that, you'll get everything you need. Gaurav, give mock and then start your CAT prep. You'll know where to focus more and you can judge yourself. Very true, very true. 9 general knowledge and gap of 2 years between 10th and 12th. Okay. Did my 12th from an iOS because I was constantly moving cities due to my sport. All right. I have a good level certificate in sports and proficiency of B1 French. That's a great profile. 879 is a great profile, and you're a non-engineer, so you have that brownie point as well. You're great for CAT. Uh, and the gap years won't really matter because you have a justification for it. So don't worry about that. Okay. Uday Maheshwari. Should I appear for CAT? Because my CATs are very poor. 7.9, 6.6, 7.1 BSc. If I get 97 percentile, is it possible to get new IIMs like Udaipur, Trichy, etc.? Uday, I would suggest that you go to IIM Predictor. If you don't know one, you can go to iquanta.in. That is the institute which I studied from, and I know their IIM predictor well. It's pretty accurate, so you can go there. And at the top of the website, you'll find an IIM predictor. It's written there. Click on that, enter your credentials, then find out what percentile you need for what B school. Okay, that would help. How can one stay disciplined and consistent throughout the entire CAT preparation journey? Sorry about that. All right, I'll ignore your name. But how can one stay disciplined? Very easy, man. You just have to have one goal without contradictions in your mind. That is what you need to have. Something that aids in this process is you can have a diary where every day you write down your goal that you want to achieve a 99.x percentile or 99.99 percentile or 100 percentile. Whatever you have is your goal. Write that down and you keep writing that every day that I am going to achieve this on this particular date and keep doing that. I personally do that as well. Okay. This is not some, I'm not saying that this is something like a manifestation technique, etc. It is a technique, but then uh, use it in a way that just makes your mind one pointed. That is what is going to keep you disciplined on the path. There will be still times that you will find that you are going off the path, but you will come back. You will feel low. There'll be lows and highs, but you will come back if you just keep this one practice around with you. Okay, that is all from my side. 10, 9, 6. What's 6 to 7? What's that? Okay. 6 to 7 gem pressure. If I score well in CAD like 99 with plus, can I expect converts from decent B school? Yes, you can expect converts from decent B school. Vaishnavi Ganga Trivika. A very, uh, a very unique. Hi, I want to just share my views about your previous video. I was watching your videos regularly. You've been amazing in life. All the best wishes to you. Thank you so much, Vaishnavi. Thank you so much. These videos, initially, I started these videos to just document my journey towards the business world, into CAT and towards the IM that I go into and then later. But then in the midst, I also realized that I should also share the tools and techniques I use to shape my mind, shape my mindset towards growing in life. I thought I should share that as well, even though those videos get less views. But those are the videos which, if somebody watches, will really take them far in their lives because it is not something which is bookish knowledge that I share there. It is something from real world scenarios. So that is the reason I make some of those videos, which not a lot of people will watch, but the people who watch it will change their lives. God of Praise with 97, you can get I'm Shillong, Mumbai, etc. That's very nice, God, that you're helping people. I used to do this every time there was a live in anybody's channel. I used to go there and start helping people. Nani. 10, 9, 6. I already explained that. Hey, Shavik, how was your VG song result? I am shortlisted there. Mr. Overhaul. I'm shortlisted, I think at around 70. I'm shortlisted there. So very high chances that we'll get there. But I already have ammo there, so I'm going there. Does giving cat, by the way, my IIT Bombay waitlist improved, but it's still so far that it's beyond the expectation that I'll get it. So early, it started with me not being in the wait list. Then it came to 193. Then it came to 180, and now it is 174. So that's my IIT Bombay SJ and song wait list. Joshua, does giving cat without work its result in lower cat score? Yes. Not lower cat score, a lower composite score. More at stakes if cat goes wrong, hence more pressure. Oh, no, no, no. Don't think about that it will give you more pressure. Just focus on your cat. You try to play safe and recheck your answers to why is this won't come into your mind when you're giving the cat exam. Okay, it's a very high pressure environment when you're sitting there. So you won't even think about your work when you're giving the exam. You will be just focused on your exam. You're just practicing that if you're giving cat. Nikhil, hey Shaul. Hi Nikhil. Namaskar. I already have both Gaya, but I'm hoping for Jammu. Let's see what happens. Both Gaya, both yeah, Jammu is better. So hope you get that, Gaurav. Hope you get that. Okay, so I think yeah, Ankit. Okay, there's one more comment. 996 BA 2024. My QA is quite well, but I'm worried about RC. You know, you'll be if you're giving that 25, you'll be worried all throughout till the last date. What will you get in which section? And of course, there will be some sections which you'll find difficult. For me, it was LRDI. It was very difficult for me, but that will definitely happen. But just keep on with it. Just keep practicing. You'll improve. That's all. Essentially, I don't know why, but everything just boils down to keep practicing. That's all. By the way, I'll just request if you're watching this channel, please put a like on this video. This helps the YouTube algorithm push it further. It helps it find peace. Okay. Mr. process is very, very luck based and quite literally the best interview of the season for IIT Kharagpur. Still got waitlisted at six. You know, it's you're absolutely right. It's so luck based. It depends so much on the interviewer's day, how his or her day is going, and it really depends so much on so many different factors. It all comes down to luck at the end. Even the day we are sitting for the CAT exam and giving it, I've seen a lot of people who were getting much better scores in their mocks than me. But on the D day, they fumbled up and they didn't get their ideal scores. So it's so much based on luck. Your actual D day has to go as good as the other days. Along with that, when you go for your PI, you can expect to get what do we say a particular topic that you know nothing about, and you can also get a topic that you know everything about. It's so luck based. How to manage CAT preparation while working a full-time job? I'm really sorry, I don't know about that because I personally left my work and then started full-time CAT preparation. But I'll give you some tips. At least spend 3 4 hours for your CAT preparation. If you don't have that time as well, at least spend 2 hours on your CAT preparation daily and focus on the 20% things that actually matter for your preparation. So you need to understand what are your primary weaknesses and focus on that right now. And I think that is what you need to do. Focus on the 20% things that matter for your particular scenario, and 80% things that are good to have, leave it for now. How should one prepare for the ZAT exam and how is it different from CAT? ZAT, the VARC section there is a little more difficult than CAT, and the decision making system or the section there is different. So you have to prepare extra for that. So these are the only two things which you need to take care of when you give the ZAT exam. So that's all. Gotta keep practicing. Keep doing this. Yes, absolutely. Anupam. Hey, which is good? Trichy HR or Kashipur core? Trichy HR or Kashipur core depends on what you want to do. If you are looking for HR, then Trichy HR is great. If you're looking for a core or a standard MBA, then Kashipur is better. Nikhil Singhal, I converted IMT for PG Sumaya IMI, Great Lakes SIMBs, so many colleges, and all the and all the wow, that's really amazing. Still, I didn't opt for them. Was it a good decision? Given currently I have just Indian IIT remaining waitlisted. Look, was it a good decision or not? I don't know. It depends so much upon what you really want for your profile. Look, in my case, I was content with IIM Udaipur. Depends on what you particularly feel and why have you rejected those. If you feel that I have rejected these cap IIMs because of this, this, and this that I want in my life, which I won't get through the cap IIMs, then great, you have a good justification. If you feel that your decision was not justified, then maybe it's a bad decision. It just depends upon your own scenario. Famous YouTube mentors suggest to read A on essays to improve VRC. Does only reading improve your comprehension and interpretation except for reading speed? What's your opinion? You need to have both. You need to have speed as well as reading. How to improve speed? Just separate these two practices. Okay, at once you just read with a super fast speed, okay, and you need not understand all of this, just practice reading fast, that's all. You need not understand the passage. But in another kind of a practice, you need to also just practice reading and understanding, trying to comprehend. So with time what will happen is you will start reading fast while comprehending well. That is what practice is basically. Gaurav, Eon essays will help you in reading and understanding the comprehension. Soon you see the advantage. Exactly. Aeon essays help so much. I personally used to read one Aeon essay every day at a minimum. There were days when I also read, I don't know, seven, eight, nine Aeon essays in a day. Satwan, hi. Hi, Satwan. What common mistakes do CAT aspirants make, and how can I avoid them to crack the exam in one attempt? Common mistakes. I feel the common mistakes is trying to rush it. That's the biggest common mistake, both in your preparation as well as during the exam or the mocks. People try to see that, okay, we have just 40 minutes for this section and let's just rush through this. That essentially leads to a very less accuracy. So if you can, it's much better to spend your time with it. You just slow your whole preparation down, slow down your attempt. Initially, you will score a bit less, but slowly you will improve at a much faster pace than anybody else. That will help you so much. I used to read MSA with a timer. That's great. I used to not read MSA with a timer. I used to not use a timer at all in VRC. Whenever I used to want to do some timed, what do we say, a timed practice, I used to basically do a sectional mock. That is how I used to time myself because that basically replicates the actual D-Day scenario and also times us. And along with that, we are able to attempt at least, I think, 3, 4 RCs inside that time. So it gives us ample practice as well for the section. So that is what's on. Okay, I answered a lot of comments. Now, for a few minutes, let's go back to how to start your own personal brand on YouTube. For a few minutes, let's speak about that. Then I'll come back to the comments. Okay, so we talked about being yourself, setting the expectations right, understanding how to design your content well, and the thumbnails. These are four things which we spoke about already. Fifth is this is one wisdom about the YouTube channel which I'm running right now. The wisdom over here is not all videos will work great. There are a few videos which carry you for a long time. For example, if you go to my channel and you watch the one video which is how I scored a 99.43 percentile in 4 months, it's still giving, I think, around 1,000 to 2,000 views every 2 days. That is probably around 500, 600 views a day. And I posted that, I think, around 2 months back. There are videos which will carry you through your channel, and there are also videos which are like one time big shot things. For example, I posted a video on what were my cap call converts. and that video got around, I think, 4.4K views in 3 or 4 days. Now, I personally look at views as, I just try to imagine that there's a whole room of people with 4,000 people who are trying to watch this, and that shows that okay, there are so many people who are trying to get an understanding of where to go forward with their lives, or they're trying to entertain themselves for some time through these videos. That is my mindset when I look at views. But you need to understand that is the wisdom over here. There are some videos which are big shot. There are some videos which will just not work. You think that it would work, but they'll not work. There's a pre-MBA series which I had started on this channel, and it did not work absolutely. Okay, there are some series which will not work. There are some kinds of videos which will not work. There are some videos which will carry you for months on end. So this is one thing which you need to know, at least on YouTube. On Instagram, it's more of you post a video and it goes viral in 2 or 3 days kind of a game. So that's how Instagram works. The base of all this though is that you need to have the right intent of helping people, making a community, talking to your friends, talking to people on the same journey as you. Okay, that's the base intent. Let's go back for a bit again to the comments. Uh, okay, what common mistakes that's done? I see reading. Okay, hey, Gem 885 gap 1.5 years and counting. Should I give Cat 25? And what are the chances of getting any good B school even after a safe score? Look, it's a very specific kind of a profile. Again, I would suggest that you go to an IM predictor. Okay. If you don't know one, go to iquanta.in. On the top of the website, you'll find an IM predictor. Click on that, put your credentials, profile credentials there, and it will suggest you the B schools that you can get at a percentile of your choice. Understand what percentile you need to get for your dream B school and target that. Okay. How can I improve my reading speed for CAT? Is reading articles from the Hindu and Mint enough? And what strategy should I follow to build both speed and comprehension effectively? I already gave this out. Okay, so first is if you are solely looking at reading speed, where you read from doesn't matter. Okay, but what's important is that you have both kinds of practice. One is the speed practice where you are reading things really fast. Doesn't matter what you're comprehending from it. Just don't focus on that. There's another kind of practice which you need to do where you have to read slowly and try to comprehend well. So you can do both of these kinds of practices with time. This practice will lead to a place where you can read fast as well as understand it at the same time. So that is where you need to go. Joshua, is it possible to completely skip a quant topic during CAT preparation and still achieve a good score in quants? Oh, definitely. I personally had only attempted the algebra and the arithmetic questions, and I achieved 33 marks in quants, which amounts to 99.21 percentile in my quants in CAT. Okay, Kushal. Hi, Kushal. Firstly, congrats on the effort. Thank you. I need your help. I got this much in CAT 24. I've converted in Raipur. I don't know what to do. Need some guidance. IIM Raipur is a dream college. It's, I think, at par or just below Raipur. It's a dream college. Now it depends. Look, if you whether you want to go to Raipur or not depends upon whether you feel content with the college. If you feel that no, only blackies are made for me, you can repeat. But at least in my case, if I would have gotten IIM Raipur, speaking from my own perspective, I would have taken it because it's a dream college. And one more reason for this is that I spoke to some seniors and they said that within like 5 years or so after MBA, everything gets leveled to the amount of work that you do. So I am going to just work my best and stay at the top of my class in Raipur. That's my goal. And along with that, obviously when I get placed, I'm going to work in a very good manner there as well. So that is the reason I'm going for a Jaipur. Okay, so I have that confidence that I'll go there and do well. If you particularly feel that you want a better start in your life, better career start in your life right now, you can go ahead with repeating again if you're looking for that. It's very specific, okay, Kushal. That's why I cannot give you the exact saying, okay, just do this. I cannot tell you that. Um, Yeah, Kushal, I also heard that someone, not just one, there are many people who get very less stipend in SIP, but then that is only when you are at the back end. Uh, Back end in the sense you are at the bottom of the group in terms of your batch. If you can score well, you get a great percentile. I mean, you get a great CGPA and you can get great SIPs as well. Keshav, I have a doubt. I have started prep last month. I have very yes. How can I read like you? How can read like? How can I start my reading journey? And what I want to read to get asking. Look, Vishnu, if you're not yet so accustomed with reading, start with very easy to read books. Buy this one book, Make Epic Money by Ankur Warikoo. Buy this book. This is an extremely easy to read book. If you look at the pages, it's so less in terms of content, so it's easy for comprehension and understanding. If you read Ankur Wariku's books, it is very easy to comprehend. That will ease you into reading and the VRC section. Once you are eased in a little bit and you start to love reading a bit, you can go into start go into it and start reading A1 essays, etc. Okay. Kushal, by the way, how are you able to cope with SP? Yes, the coffee mug. Yes, I still have that coffee mug, but how am I coping with SP? I just forgot about it. Huh. I'll tell you this. I have this one quality about me. I forget things really fast. Uh, Not that I forget things fast, which I really want to remember. I just, once I realize that this is something which is past me and I don't need to remember it again, I have to look forward in my life. I just forget about it. Uh, you telling me SP about SP has reminded me about SP, but I didn't even think about this name for the past, I think, a month or month and a half. So that is how I'm coping with it. Just understanding that uh, it's a part of life. I'm so sorry. No, no, no. I don't even feel bad by listening to the name right now. Okay. But yes, I did do one thing. I stopped drinking from that cup. By the way, for others who are there who don't understand, if you go and give an interview in SPJM and you reach the round two, they give you a coffee cup, okay, and you have SPJM written on it. So even if you don't convert, you still have that cup with you. So I used to drink from it, drink I don't know, milk or coffee from it. But then once I realized that I didn't convert SPJM, I stopped drinking from it totally. Now I'll go to Udaipur and buy a cup there for sure. I'll show you guys. Shiva. Namaskaram, Shoaib. Namaskaram. So that is a bit about the SPJMR coffee cup, and it looks really good. Okay, the coffee cup is really good. Were there any interviews where you felt you didn't perform well? Oh, definitely. The IIT Bombay interview. There were questions after questions where I just said I don't know the answer to it. I am a person of marketing. They asked me about finance. What do you expect from me? Okay, I didn't know any of the answers which they asked. So looking back now, can you identify what went wrong? What went wrong? I just didn't know the answers. That's all. I should have known a bit more about economics. I feel I should have read more, but we won, but at what price? Oh, definitely. But at what price? How early did you start taking full length mocks and how frequently? Look, I started my preparation of CAT in August of 2024. And within a month, that is 30 days to I think 35 days or so, I completed my quant section once, quant syllabus once. And once I'd completed the whole quant syllabus, along with that, I did some practice of VRC and some practice of LRDI. So within like 35 days of starting with my preparation, I started giving mocks. Okay. And how often? I think every 3 days. On an average, every 3 days I used to give a mock. Um, Okay. Yeah, सारे college पे interviews English में होते हैं. English में. All the college interviews are in English. None of them are in English or Hindi. That's the reason I put English content on my videos as well because I want all of you, if you're a Cat 2025 aspirant, I want you to listen things in English, and I want you to try to mimic English speakers because that is what is going to help you in your cat as well. What kept you motivated and consistent throughout your prep? Only one thing, I want to get cat done in this year. Otherwise, I have to wait for another year before I go to a good B school. That's the biggest thing. And second is I want to get started with my life's journey fast. I don't want to wait for another year and then start with the same journey. Look, this year or next year I have to wait for 1 year. Okay, if I don't perform well, so I was just full on into it that I'll score good in cat. I just completed my graduation and I'm preparing for cat. I have a whole day, same as you took a drop. What you used to do to keep yourself motivated and on the path other than studies. Um, Look, I used to basically keep maintain a diary where every day, the moment I got up, I used to write down in the diary 10 lines, and all the lines were same. The lines were, I'm going to score a 99.43 percentile on the 24th of November 2024. That was the line, and I wrote that every day. So my mind was just one way. It was not a two-way where I could come back. So that's how I maintained it. But even though I did that, there were times when I did get distracted, did get low. Okay. And as there were times when I felt like, why am I even doing this? But eventually, I always got back to it because I used to maintain that diary. I used to keep writing, and after a few days, you just deal with it and come back. That's how it happens. What about Accelerate Shopping? Did you convert it? I didn't give that, okay, Vishnu. So I don't know about Accelerate. How did you deal with burnout, frustration, or low mark scores? And what mindset shift made the biggest difference in your preparation? It's a very good question actually. This one is a very good question. The mindset shift was simply moving from rushing my preparation and attempt of the cat in my mock to going to a step by step and a slow approach towards preparation as well as my mocks. So when you read questions, for example, when you read the VRC passage or the long quants questions or the long LRDI questions, you tend to just uh, skip a lot of lines and try to read it fast because you just have 40 minutes to complete that section. But that will not at all help. Just changing this one strategy got me an increase of 25 marks in my mocks in, I think, just a span of a day or two. So that was the biggest shift that helped me. And this shift happened to me just 2 days before the due date. And it increased 25 marks. If I wouldn't have had this shift, I wouldn't have even cleared CAT. I would have got a 95 percentile. I would say 94, 95 percentile. I wouldn't have got a 99 plus percentile. One last thing. And okay, one more thing. Was that how did you deal with burnout and frustration? Man, for a long time, I didn't get good scores in mocks. So burnout and frustration was something that was constant with me. Not burnout because I was very motivated, but frustration was there that what should I do? I'm not able to score good in mocks, but all the faculties who taught me, this is where the uh, I Quanta coaching helped me so much. This is where it helped. This is not a sponsored video, by the way, but it helped me so much because they kept me engaged and they kept saying that just keep doing it every day, just keep practicing every day, and you will improve. And that is what happened. Okay, so 2 days before the CAT exam, this mindset shift happened, and I went straight from 92 percentile to 99 percentile consistently. Big shift, but it did happen. So just keep at it. That's all. So with one last thing, I'm not getting realistic insights about Raipur. How were able to get real data about the airport in terms of roles, company pay, and student exchange? Kushal, one thing actually is that Udaipur gives audited report, so it helps a lot with that. But if you want to get real insights about Raipur, you have to talk to seniors. Reach out to them on LinkedIn. Okay, I reached out to some of the seniors of Udaipur on LinkedIn, and they gave me a more realistic understanding of the college. So that is what helped me basically take the final decision that okay, or the final plunge that this is my college. So that's what helped. Yeah, is IIT Bombay give you any CS after composite score after interview result? No, Shiva. So they just gave a waitlist number and no composite score. So I can't say anything about. I can't say or understand anything about where I stand over there. I just know that my waitlist number is 174 or 173 at the moment, something like that. So I'm just waiting on it. Okay. Okay. So I think we covered a lot of things when it comes to the uh, personal branding and YouTube. Let me give you some more insight about how I approached this YouTube channel. Okay. For me, when I started this channel, I was very clear that this channel, I'm going to give it a shot for at least 2 years. 2 years, I'm going to make content on this channel and see whether it even gets, I don't know, like 100 subscribers. That was my goal. But God grace, it's going well. And the reason I think this worked was because the timelines were realistic. I had the right intent and I had a lot of knowledge which was pent up from my many ventures which I did before, many tries of channels which I did before, etc. That is how I got this channel to where it is. Also, I used to maintain an Excel sheet where every day I used to write down how many hours of content did people watch because I need to get the channel monetized, right? That was one of the goals. Now it is monetized, but that was one of the goals. So every day I used to write down, okay, today this many hours people have watched the content, this many viewers have watched the content, and this many subscribers have increased. So I used to put a chart. So I still had a chart. Someday I'll show all of you the chart which I have. It's like a very abrupt chart and a graph which goes up and down. I basically put a formula on Excel which tells me a prediction on after how many days the channel would get monetized. So it went from okay 1.5 months to 1 month to 15 days, and then it got monetized. So all of that happened. Okay, I put a prediction, and all the data was analyzed behind an Excel sheet. I'll show that Excel sheet one day. Okay, how what was the next question? How did your mock scores progress over time, and what patterns or turning points? My mock scores were like this. Okay, follow my hand. Went up, went down, went up, went down, but little up, little down. Okay, so it started with big abrupt changes to small changes, and then it got stable. That's how it went. The mock scores. Okay. No turning points in my performance. It was just this particular dampener kind of a curve. Hello, to be honest, I was really waiting for the college convert. Happy that I got another put. Thank you so much. The videos look genuine. You give genuine advice because nowadays YouTube is only one thing. I agree to this so much. I was just speaking about this that there are so many YouTubers right now who do not have that core personality or the genuineness. So what they do is they try to cover up for it by overacting on the channel. They say, "This has happened, guys. Just this will happen, that will happen." They just do all of that, and then I feel like, okay, what are you doing? Come on. So I try to be more genuine over here. Rishabh, how to attempt QA mock? Please tell strategy. Not able to attempt B level questions. My mind gets stressed and I'm not able to think properly. Rishabh, just slow down your practice. Completely slow down your practice and forget about how much time these questions take. Do that for 3 days. After 3 days, you can speed it up again. You have time, right? Do this for 3 days. Slow down the practice. Just get de-stressed. You think about, okay, even in a whole day, if I solve one question, it's fine. Just chill out, chill out. After 3 days, you will see that you are back on track with it. Okay. Kushal, they are not responding on LinkedIn, and people who are responding are telling that they are not allowed to speak. They're not allowed to speak. All the dots will be addressed by AdCom, which will not give real insights. That's really interesting. Kushal, I think you might have to reach out to more people. I think this is one of the problems. I have not faced this myself. I'm Udaipur people never did that. They just straight out gave me real insights. I don't know why this would happen. But if this has happened, you have to reach out to more people. I think that's the only thing that's on your hand right now. But for sure, Raipur is a great college. That is something which I know because the insights over there is that it is very close to Raipur. Please keep uploading it. Your future journey too will wait for. Oh, definitely, Ashley. I will definitely upload my future journey because I feel that the number of people who have made content on IIM Udaipur is still very less. So I would try to give very real insights on my channel so that later the people who come, they can find the real insights and choose the right college for them. Yeah, according to you, your interview, which went best? There were many interviews which went really, really good. Okay. So one of the interviews which went really good was I am Amritsar. It was just flawless. The CAP interview went flawless. Then there was I am Sambalpur, which was absolutely flawless. IIT Madras, which went absolutely flawless. So these are interviews which I converted as well and it went well. So next is, can you walk me through your exact process for analyzing mock tests? What specific steps did you take after each mock to improve? Um, okay, the exact process for analyzing mock tests. Look, what I used to do is I'll tell you, I'll be very honest about this. A lot of people say that we need to analyze each and every question and each and every type of question, everything. Look, what I used to do is I used to just look at what are my strengths and weaknesses. I knew that I had just 4 months. I just analyzed, okay, I'm not good at geometry, so I just stopped attempting altogether. I stopped attempting geometry altogether. Okay. I just focused on algebra and arithmetic, which I was good at. In LRDI, I was just like, okay, I'm good at traditional DILR, games and tournaments, and the matrix kind of questions where there's a lot of graphs. I don't remember the name of the category over there, but I just figured out that these are specific things I'm good at. So the moment I get a question on that, I'll attempt it. Okay, that was my strategy. And in VARC, it was just sort of a lot of reading, so I became good at it with time. So it just worked out for me. That was my analysis of mock test. Just what sections am I good at, what am I not good at? Because I had very less time, but you have more time. So if you're analyzing, just analyze a little bit more than this as to what are you not able to do in geometry. If you are weak somewhere, practice more of those questions. So do that. Okay. How can I plan to be consistent and to be good to score in the CAT exam? Uh, Stop being consistent for a long period of time. Don't say that I'll be consistent for the next 4 months. Don't do that. Just be consistent today. Just work yourself out from morning to night today. Okay. Just focus on your daily stats. It will work out for you eventually. Because if you can be good for one day, you can be good for the next day because next day is again today. So just do it that way. I did it that way. Okay. Rishabh, I'm able to solve at home, not in mock. That happens to a lot of people. It happened to me as well. It just gets better with time. Just keep practicing. Aditya, hi there. I'm in my final BA this year, aiming for IIM varieties for MBA after my SC category, but have weak academics. Will this affect my chances? Please advise. Look, you're from SC category. It won't affect your chances so much. Okay. Just focus on your preparation. That's all. You'll get to a good college. Don't worry. But give your cat in a very good way. Just focus a lot on your preparation. That's all. Hello, sir, Guru Dutt. Hello, Guru. I am preparation. I am preparing for Cat 25, but struggling with LRDA. Same as me. I struggle with LRDA as well. I'm not able to get done with more than two sets, and in quants algebra seems a bit tougher. And in BRC, what I suggested. Okay, look, for algebra specifically, it doesn't matter how good are you with your concepts. With algebra, just practice a lot of different kinds of questions. With arithmetic, your conceptual understanding has to be flawless. It has to be very good. But with algebra, just focus on practicing various kinds of questions. That is what will help you. Okay. And you won't be able to solve it when you just get started. Practice algebra for a month or two. Just practice different types of questions. It will get you to where you want. Talk to me after 2 months. I'm not able to get done. Okay. With VRC, it's again, it's just practice. Just keep reading every day, keep comprehending every day. That is what will help you. In 2 months, you'll get much better. These are things that just get better with practice. So don't put your mind down with it right now. Even with LRDI, it is just step by step solving. Don't rush it. Just solve step by step. It will get you to where you want. How did you stay calm and focus on the day of the exam? What was the time management strategy during the actual CAT paper? Look, how do you have so good questions, man? Okay. So, how did I stay focused on the exam? The When I was journeying from my home to the CAT center, I had visualized myself going to the CAT center, giving the CAT exam, and coming back in a very good mood. I think more than 10 times. So when I actually went and sat there, I was like, this is something which I already know. This is a scenario which I already practiced in my mind. So I was very calm over there. Also, all throughout my 4 months, I had practiced the same scenario. I used to have the exact kind of rough papers which they put give us in the D-Day. I used to practice on that, blank sheets of paper. I used to have a very cheap kind of a pen because they give a cheap pen over there, and I used to practice on that. I used to keep my laptop in front of me and practice like that because I had the bad habit of keeping my laptop to one side and then writing towards the right side. So I just put in the right habits, the right kind of structure in how I practice. That's all. And that helped me be calm on the daily. Also, meditations really helped. I meditate every day, and that just calms my mind so much. With time, it will be so calm that you won't need to ask this question to me. So just do all these things, okay? It will help you. I'm taking a gap year for that. In reality, I don't have good aptitude skills. Till now, I have 31 months of index. That's great. This is after my interview process. How can I answer gap months question? You have to have a justification for it. So, for example, you have a gap year. You have to say that now my sole focus in my life is this. So I've tried to crack this once, or I'm putting all my time into this, so that is the reason I put that I've got a gap year. Just show your passion to the interviewer. That's all you need to do. You have to show your passion that I was so focused that I had to take a gap over here, but I still didn't get, so I'm doing it again, something like that. But have your passion in front of you. CAT exam analysis in percentage, easy, medium, hard. Last year's exam was easier. Next year, the exam will be harder. Keep this in mind. CAT 2025, it will be harder than CAT 2024. 2023 was very, very hard. So just one level below 2023 will be 2025. Keep this in mind. Kushal, I'm getting cold feet, confused. You listen, lost. Uh, Kushal, I can tell you this one thing. Uh, Whatever decision we take now, I at least see, I'm not a person who can give you an advice, but I can share what I've found out through my life. Whatever decision we take, essentially, eh, it is not a right or a wrong decision. It finally comes down to what we make of it once we have taken the decision. So if you can go to look, I am Raipur is a great college. If you're going there, you will do really great. Okay, the only thing that matters is after you go there, you try to do your best to acquire as much knowledge as possible and acquire as much skills as possible. That is how it will work. The reason I'm able to tell you this is because I'm Raipur is such a similar college to I'm Udaipur, the one that I'm going into, and I'm going to focus on the exact same thing which I told you. I'm going to do the best in my batch. Best, I mean, one of the best. I will try to do that. And second is I'll try to uh, get as much knowledge as possible in those 2 years. That is what will take me through my career. So that is all I can say, man. Can you suggest me how much percentile? Where did that question go? This it's vanished. Okay. Can you suggest me how much percentile I need to score to convert at least new and baby and 677? Go to a percentile predictor, Aditya. Go to iconta.in. On the top of the website, you'll find an IM predictor. Click on that, and then you can put in your profile credentials there, and you'll get the right B schools at what percentile you can get. Pratham, just got to know you converted. I'm therefore glad to know. Thank you so much. Following content for a while. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Pratham. Thank you so much. Like you converted, I'm Indore as well. That is so good. Congratulations, Pratham. Congratulations so much. When the hard work pays off, it feels so good. It feels so good to see you converting IMD, one of the top B schools in the country. So good. Sure, sir. And how did I get done with more sets? How do you get done with more sets? Keep practicing. Your time will improve. So I started with, for example, in LRDI, I used to do one set in 60 minutes. That is 1 hour per set. With time I got it down to 20 minutes, so it takes some time to get it down. Okay, I spent 4 months practicing. Only after that it went down. So just do that. Just practice. I got 85 in my 12th, and I was in CBSE, and friend got 90 from MP board. Will the college select him or me? Fierce gaming, there's so many different parameters. It's not just your 12th score. Okay. Uh, 85 and 12th and CBC, 95 MP board. Look, the scores in your boards are normalized based on what people get in your board. Okay. So your board will not be compared to CBSE. Okay. So that is the thing. So I think you are in CBSE, right? 12th and I was in CBC. Yes. So your board will not be compared to the MP board. Okay. So they are normalized based on each board and they have different normalization structures. So it will be a complete fair game between you and him. So don't worry about that. Yeah, I recently cleared my 12th with PCM, 78, 10th, 97. I took a drop here for JE, but failed to get into any of the reputed government college. Trying to drop out the idea of BTech from MBA kind jobs. But for MBA, you have to do a BTech, no? I mean, you have to do an UG degree, undergraduate degree. You have to get done with an undergraduate degree. Otherwise, you cannot do an MBA. Okay, so you have to do either a BBA or a BTech, any kind of undergraduate degree. Only then can you go forward with an MBA. So keep that in mind. With respect to the financial condition, look, with MBA, everybody faces an issue with financial conditions. Everybody takes a loan. Okay, so uh, we're all in the same boat right now. I don't know was which bachelor's degree which helped me in the MBA further. Any non-engineer's degree helps you with MBA. If you're targeting MBA, any non-engineer's degree helps you with MBA. Now just take a non-engineer's degree which you personally connect with. That's all. If you were starting from scratch today, what would your plan look like? Today is 21st of May. Let's see. May then March, April, May, June, July, August, September. June, July, August, September, October, November. So we have 5 months, 5 months and some days, right? So let's say we have 5 months. It's very similar to my what I would do if I would have 4 months. I would just leave everything. I would leave my job. I would leave everything and just sit for 12 hours a day. And I would particularly make a schedule for my quants first. Okay. I would make a schedule for my quants first. I would say that, okay, in my first 30 days or 40 days, I would complete my quant syllabus once. Completing the syllabus means conceptually, plus in each of the chapters, I would solve at least 10 or 15 questions. Okay, that's my method of completing the whole syllabus once. Once I would do that, along with this, I would also do some VRC practice and also some LRDA practice. And after this, I would start attempting mocks every 3 days or 4 days. I would attempt the mock. Okay, and along with that, I would start then focusing on LRDI and VRC much more because I would have been done with quants once. Also, while I would be practicing quants, I would be making a formula book along with that on the side, which I would practice on every weekend. I would revisit on every weekend. That is how I would approach this. Okay, and then going forward, I would look at the strengths and weaknesses that I have. I would focus more on the weaknesses uh, a month before the exam, I would leave all the existing weaknesses out. I would say, okay, I have already made these particular weaknesses into my strengths. So I'll focus on that. But there are still some more weaknesses which I have, but I'll not focus on it anymore because I don't have the time. I would only focus on getting my strengths even better and then scoring well on CAT. That would be my strategy. Also, last month before CAT, I would score. I would probably attempt a mock every day or every second day. I would attempt a mock. That would be my uh, method of starting right now. Okay. Try to follow it and I hope you see the case comes. Oh, definitely, Kushal. I will see you when some case comes for sure. Um, Pratham, so before I join the college, can you tell me what should I learn or prepare beforehand? Your interview insights helped me convert plenty of finance. So give some insights on this as well. That's good to hear, Pratham. I have already made a video on what we need to do before getting into an IIM. I would probably also make another video on it before this because I got some more insights. I would let me give you some of the insights here as well so that it helps you. First thing is there are some certification courses which help for our profiles. Okay, so this includes, for example, you need if you want to go into management consulting, a management consulting certificate will help for the sole reason that the CV selection for your summer internship placement, the CV selection happens through a software where they check for keywords. So if you have a certificate in the domain that you want to get an SIP, it helps a lot for your CV. So that helps so much. So we need to do that as well. I'm going to do that as well for my case. Okay. So what are those certificates? I'm not yet very aware about that, but I am trying to find them out. If I get a list or something, I'll share it on YouTube. If not, we have to find our own courses and get done with that. But this is something which we have to do. Okay. Along with that, some basic understanding about Excel, finance, marketing, and consulting. Basic understanding of these sectors are important. If you can have that, then the start of the schedule will become easier for us to cope up with. These are things which will help us. I am particularly right now focusing on a bit of understanding of management consulting through a case in point book which I have. I'm trying to understand a bit of finance and marketing through the personal MBA book which I have, which I'm reading right now. And I have already done a lot of Excel practice. So these are things which I've done right now. I'm already great at presentations, PPTs. So that is already something, a skill that I already have in my case. So these are things which we have to be at least, we should know the base of it before we join. That will help you. Okay. Congratulations for converting INR therefore. Thank you so much, Kristi. Which colleges will I get the advantage of CBSE? There's nothing like that. There's no advantage of CBSE or any particular board. Okay, everything will be normalized in a way that, for example, the highest score in a particular state board is let's say 90, and the highest score in CBSE is let's say 97. It will be normalized to the same place. So you have a fair chance with any other board. Okay, so that is how it works. Harsh, okay, there's enough. Great, Harsh. Shiva, what about your past job role and package? Just for fun. I will not tell you my package because I had my own startup. Okay, I have not done a job yet. I particularly was I founded two ventures before this. My first one was during my BTech years, which I ran for around 2 years. Post my BTech, I launched my second venture, which was a marketing agency, which we ran for around 13 months or so, in which we served around 15 plus clients from all across India. So that was my venture. I'm pursuing CPA, and can I have no knowledge about CPA, Rohit. I'm sorry, Mr. White. Is it necessary to have work experience to join IIM? It's not at all necessary, Mr. White. हर्ष भैया कौन सी ऐसे डीएलआर में इजी क्वेश्चन टफ क्वेश्चन कौन सा इजी होता है कौन से में जो मान सके quants maths come only till 10th. Okay, it's all 10th level maths that come in quants. Okay, so don't worry about that at all. And VRC DLR, it all depends on the year and it's so different in every year in every category. Everything is so different. You have to just practice all kinds of questions. That's all. Future. Hi there. Hello. Namaskar. Mr. Okay, my earphone charge is going down right now, so I have to shut down the stream in a moment. Last few questions. I'll just take up and then self prepare. Procrastination will happen if you're self-preparing. That's why I just suggest everybody to join a coaching institute. Uh, what will help? Just take guidance, keep coming back to these streams, keep coming back to these videos. Uh, Take motivation from channels like Cat King, etc. Keep yourself motivated. These will help more. Should I focus on completing the test syllabus or consider depends on your strengths and weaknesses, Shri. Focus on what your strengths and weaknesses are. Or cons. Make a plan for that. Again, the The charge is going down. So I'm sorry. Okay, make a plan for that particular day, or make a plan for a week. That in this week I'm going to do this, this, and this, and my cons. Make a plan like that, and then follow it to the T. That's all. Look, you have to have this habit of following plans. There's no other way. You have to have a plan and follow it. That's all. Is workx for you? Yes, Shiva, it counts in my workx. Okay, because I have all the papers. If you don't have the papers for your startup, then it doesn't count. But I have my papers done. From which board did you do your class 10th? Class 10th, I did from ICSE, and class 12th from Maharashtra State Board. Profile, the charge is going. Okay, profile Naveen, you have to go to iQuanta.in, go to their IM predictor and put your there and check it out. Okay. Uh, for anybody, if you're looking for a profile, go to the IM predictor and check it out there. Shiva, okay. Can a fresher join IM? Yes, a fresher can join IM, not a problem. Insights on loan as well. About scholar loan, which bank is better? I have no idea, man, but I just understood one thing. Take a loan from the closest bank to your home. Okay. Don't take a loan from these agencies. They charge you a bit more. That is something which I understood. CPA is CA equivalent. And it's just better. If you need some service, it's close to your home. If you need to go there or your parents need to go there, it's easier. So to follow here. Okay. Okay, Fierce Gaming. Thanks for following me. Thanks for following on Instagram as well. I'm not I'm not yet active on Instagram, but when I am, we're already there. So that would be fun. VRC suggestion, please just go and keep practicing reading Aeon essays. That's what we need. That's all. पाँच लगा है, impossible है क्या? Definitely, it is possible, Sumit. Right now, even the further semesters do better. If you're done with your grad, still it's possible, and it's possible. But I think you have to do your CAT really well. First, you have to check the website for the selection criteria. I don't have it verbatim in my mind. Profile, LOL, you need to go and check with an IM predictor, please. Uh, motivation email, second attempt. Varun, try to follow the catching channel. Mr. Sumit over there, he gives a lot of motivation there. It helped me also throughout. Along with that, uh, every day in the morning, write down on your diary that you're going to achieve this percentile on this particular date in 2025. And that is going to help you so much for your motivation. Okay, do that religiously daily. Okay, do that. And along with that, do some meditation, do some Surya Namaskars every day. This will help you a lot. I should do it every day. Okay, it helped me so much. This will keep your energies up, which will not let you go into depression and this kind of a thought process where you don't know what to do. Can I improve it? Just practice, Jyotirmoy. Just keep practicing. That is how you can get better at it. That's all. Okay. I think, guys, that's all. We've already done 1 minute. Okay, we already completed 1 hour plus of this stream. I'll be again coming back in a later stream. I'll take your leave right now. I hope this kind of streams help you guys as well. And I'll do a review also on my coaching institute, iQuanta, very soon, if possible. I'll do that. I think this is something which might help some people at least to take some decisions. But other than that, for this stream, this is all. I'll come back in the next stream. Keep coming back if you're finding issues with your uh, motivation, etc. Keep coming back to these streams. I'll try to keep you all motivated. Other people, just tune in. Let's just keep speaking and talking. Okay. Okay. That's all for today. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye. Take your leave.